President Joe Biden says he'll publish the results of a new inquiry into coronavirus origins. China says any suggestion that the virus leaked from a laboratory in China is a conspiracy. The European Union says it's nearly ready to launch fresh sanctions against Belarus as an international inquiry into the arrest of a journalist is launched. As the recent fighting between Israel and the militant group Hamas revealed fault lines in America's relationship with its main regional ally. The President of France, Emmanuel Macron, has asked Rwandans to forgive his country for its role in the Rwandan genocide in 1994. 800,000 ethnic Tutsis and some Hutus died in the violence. He said France failed to listen to warnings about the impending violent conflict between the tribal groups. Speaking at the Genocide Memorial in Rwanda's capital, Kigali, Mr. Macron insisted France was not an accomplice to the killings.
Election officials in Syria have announced that President Bashar al-Assad has won a fourth term in office with 95.1% of votes cast in Wednesday's polls. The election is the second such vote since the start of Syria's conflict. It's already been dismissed by Western diplomats as neither free nor fair. 3 men who assisted the perpetrators of jihadist terror attacks in and around Barcelona that killed 16 people in 2017 have been jailed in Spain. 2 of the group were handed sentences of 53 and 46 years, while a third man was given an 8-year jail term. Twitter says it's worried about the safety of its staff in India. The company has been coming under pressure after it put a manipulated media label on a tweet by a spokesperson from the governing BJP. The Information Ministry accused the social media giant of hampering free speech by arbitrarily suspending accounts and deleting tweets. The United Nations Human Rights Council has agreed to open an investigation into this month's conflict between Israel and the militant group Hamas. Hamas has welcomed the decision, but Israel described it as a moral failure. American political support for Israel has historically been one of the rare areas of bipartisan agreement in Washington, but that may be changing.